Hey guys, Dan Grafe here again, and today I want to talk to you about one simple trick that you can do to earn £150 or more for just 20 minutes work. Now if that sounds too good to be true, then let me put your mind at ease. It is totally legit and it's something that is really easy for anyone to do. And you're going to be able to take that cash and either splash it on something nice if that's your thing, or better yet, invest that back into a business or some sort of money-making activity and use it to generate even more income for you. On the channel, I talk a lot about personal finance, how to save and make money, and also share behind the scenes in my businesses, including my online Amazon FBA business. So if that sounds like your thing, then stick around. And if you do enjoy the content, then please give us a like down below, because that really helps the channel out. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get straight into the content. But before I do, quick disclaimer.
Daniel Grafe is not a financial advisor and is providing this video purely for entertainment purposes, and it is based on his opinion and experience only. Always seek professional advice if you feel that you need it.
So when was the last time you went into a bank, sat down at a table, spoke to a bank manager, and they slammed a bunch of money down in front of you and said, "Take it, go on, it's yours"? Well, believe it or not, that's exactly what banks are doing these days. Well, I mean, maybe not exactly like that. The thing is, they really want you as their customer, and they're actually willing to give you a little bit of a bribe to bring you over into their world. Now, presumably the reason they're going to be willing to give you that bribe up front is that once they've got you into their world, they're going to be selling you mortgages and credit cards and loans and other things that are ultimately going to generate them a lot more money than they gave away to you up front. Or at least that's what they think. But let's get back to this money that they're giving you. How does that work? Well, the secret here is something called the Current Account Switching Guarantee. It's a service in the UK provided by Bax, a company who underwrite all the direct debits that you pay and also oversee a lot of the payment infrastructure across the country. So most banks are signed up to this service. You've got some old timers like Barclays and HSBC, and then you have some other new kids on the block like Monzo and Starling Bank as well. Now, before 2013, if you wanted to switch banks, it was always your responsibility to handle everything involved with that. So that would be an endless list of things like opening the new account, transferring your funds over, cancelling and reopening any direct debits, transferring any standing orders you might have, contacting your utilities provider, your broadband provider, your mobile phone provider, your nana so that she can still give you 50 quid on your birthday. Inevitably, this led to confusion, missed payments, overdraft fees, and just general stress and confusion for you as the customer. So in the new world of the Current Account Switching Guarantee, all of that mess that we just talked about shifts from it being your responsibility to being the bank's responsibility. Your responsibility simply comes down to now filling in an online form with the bank you want to switch to, then kicking back and relaxing. And not only is it the bank's responsibility to do this in the first place, it's their responsibility to get it 100% right. And if they don't, and there's any interest or charges that are incurred because of their mistake, then you will get refunded for it. And what's more, they must complete that entire process within 7 working days. Now, as customers, we've got a really quick, hassle-free and protected way to switch current accounts between banks. And now it's time to use that fact to our advantage, because currently there are 3 banks offering great offers to switch to their current account. The first one is First Direct, who are offering a £100 bonus if you pay in £1,000 within 3 months of opening the account. And they will pay that bonus to you within 28 days. Now, I've used First Direct before and their website and app are okay. They do also offer a £250 0% interest overdraft, which can come in really handy if you often find yourself near zero balance. The one thing to be aware with those guys is that they don't have any physical branches of their own, so the only way you can contact them is either online or via telephone. Although if you do need to do something more old school, like deposit a cheque for example, you can do that in HSBC branches. The second option is HSBC themselves, who are offering £175 to switch. They do have a lot of physical branches, unlike First Direct, so that's nice. Their website and app are actually pretty slick, probably a bit better than First Direct. However, they do not offer any kind of interest-free overdraft, so if that's something you think you might use, then just bear that in mind. And for better or for worse, you will need one of those little card readers in order to make larger payments. Definitely more secure, definitely more annoying. You'll need to pay in £1,750 a month, for example, your salary. And you also need to have some combination of 2 direct debits and standing orders at the time you set the account up. And if you have a look at their documentation, HSB state that they will pay out that bonus to you within 30 days of the account opening. Now, if you're anything like me, you'll be thinking, this switching thing sounds pretty cool, but can I switch multiple times? And funnily enough, First Direct and HSBC are both savvy to people thinking that way. First Direct say that they will not honour the switch bonus if you've already had an account with them. And HSBC say they won't honour the switch if you've had an account with them on or after the 1st of January 2017. Okay, so you're not able to switch to the same bank multiple times, but there's absolutely nothing stopping you from switching between banks multiple times and bagging those switching bonuses. So, on day 1, you could initiate a switch to HSBC. That switch, according to the current account switch guarantee, should finish within 7 days. Then, within the next 30 days after that, HSBC will give you that £175 switching bonus. As soon as they've made that deposit into your bank account, you could initiate a switch to First Direct. And again, that switch should be complete within 7 working days. And then their switching bonus would be paid into that account within 28 days. So altogether, that's probably about 40 minutes worth of your time. And in the space of about 72 days, you're bagging yourself £275 for basically no effort at all. Of course, if any other good switching bonuses were to come out, there's absolutely nothing stopping you putting them on the end of that chain and racking up those switching bonuses one after the other. For example, last year, NatWest were running a switching bonus of £150 for anyone that deposited £1,500 in their account and logged on to online banking before sometime in January this year. Guys like NatWest and other banks seem to take these offers on and off every now and again, so I'll do my best to keep you up to date as to the best switching offers that are out there at any given time. And you might be thinking to yourself,
But Daniel, what if I don't like the bank that I end up switching to at the end?
what you could do is try to think ahead and decide what bank you ultimately want to switch to. And then all you would need to do is put that switch at the end of the chain. So for example, if First Direct's great customer service and interest-free overdraft is more your thing, then you could put them at the end of the chain. Whereas if HSBC's relatively high interest rate savings account is more your thing, you could put them at the end of the chain. But also bear in mind that there's absolutely nothing stopping you switching back to the bank that you used to use before. They most likely either just don't offer a switching bonus at all, or they wouldn't honour that because you'd been with them before. So if you do end up switching to a bank and you really decide, I just don't like these guys at all, then just switch back to your old bank, not a problem. And that's it guys, how to bag yourself a couple of £100 with only a few minutes work on your part. I really hope you found that video enjoyable and helpful. If you did, I'd really appreciate if you could hit the like button below, as it helps promote the channel to other people who like this kind of content. And while you're down there, you can hit the subscribe button and notification bell, and that way you'll get notified every time I release a new video. Either way, until next time, take care.